Hi, this is Renee, and today I'm going to show you how to install WordPress on your JustHost hosting account. So of course you're going to need a JustHost account. You're going to need your login, username, and password. So once you have all of that, you just go to justhost.com, and over here on the right, click on Login. And of course this is going to run a little bit slow because we're processing a few things. So most of the time, since it automatically logged me in, it put me in a different place, but most of the time you're going to see a screen very similar to this. So what you're going to want to do is click on CPanel. That's one of the great things about JustHost is they provide a really nice, easy to use CPanel. If you notice, I clicked on CPanel. I have a mail section, which that's for a different video. But right here it says website builders. There's simple scripts and WordPress. So you click right on the WordPress button. You wait for it to process a moment. It's opening up Mojo, which I think is fun that it provides this little green guy. I have no idea what his purpose is other than to entertain us while we wait. If you're wondering why I use WordPress, well, there's 74,567,511 other websites or blogs built on WordPress at this time. And that is impressive numbers. So once you have it pop up here, you just hit Start right on that WordPress button. They make it super easy, which is one of the things I love so much. Now, I own a lot of domain names, as you're going to see if I click on this little arrow right here, and I can scroll through and pick a domain name to install WordPress on. Most people do not have quite as many as me, so not quite as crazy, but for the sake of this conversation, you pick the domain name that you want. Now I'm going to type in the directory blog. That's only because I'm just doing a demo here. Normally you would leave this section blank, okay, because you want to install it on your root. So you click on the check domain. It's processing. If you're curious who else builds on WordPress, you might consider TED, if you've ever done TED videos or been to a TED speech. NBC Sports uses WordPress. CNN, CBS Radio. This one kind of surprised me a little bit. UPS uses WordPress. And so does TechCrunch. The numbers are just astronomical as to who uses WordPress. Now, I want to show you a little tip right here. I always choose Show Advanced Options. The reason that I do this is that I want to control this username. So I might want it to be Renee45, and then I want to put in my own password that I'm going to remember. It just makes my life a little bit easier so I don't have to reset the password later. You're going to want to, when you're making your password, you're going to want to keep in mind that you want numbers, lowercase, uppercase, and usually a character. So for example, I might do fun, and then $465AAR. I'm just making something up here. I would never remember this, but if you notice, I put a number, a capital letter, a couple of lowercase, a symbol, some more numbers, and some more lowercase. And you might change the email address that you most often use right here. And then you want to say, I've read the terms. You definitely want it to create your database for you, and you say install now. It's going to take a few minutes to process. Now I want to say this sometimes can take a little bit longer and it can be aggravating. It will send you an email letting you know that WordPress has been installed if you can't wait, or if it, even sometimes it looks like it shut down on you just because your internet timed out or something maybe. But it's probably doing everything that it needs to do, and you'll get an email with a notification. But I'm kind of waiting at the moment. See, it's running the installation on your server, so it's going and it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's really easy when you use a hosting company that provides such a cPanel as this. Other companies do it too. I mean, you could use GoDaddy or Bluehost, which is the parent company of JustHost. I am not a fan of hosting WordPress websites on GoDaddy. Nothing against them particularly, other than I just don't like it. I find it a little harder to get around. JustHost is just pretty in-your-face simple. So there you go. As you can see, it hasn't quite caught up with itself, giving me all the data, but my WordPress is installed. This is a 2014 version of the default WordPress right here, and that is it. You are ready to go.